Oh, good evening, good morning, good night, depending which time it is where you are. I'm Blackbright, broadcasting out of England, and I wanted to talk about a video I received today. It's about asylum seekers, and it's showing them in a luxurious hotel. Absolutely, it looks absolutely stunning. There's kind of really shiny floors, chandeliers, and it's housing migrants. Now, asylum seekers. What I don't understand, number one, is how this group of people knew they were there, um, who are filming it. I don't understand how there's no security and they can just walk into this hotel and knock on the doors of these asylum seekers and, in a very intimidating way, ask them if they're paying for the room. I mean, they should really take it up with the government. Shouldn't be antagonizing the asylum seekers. The asylum seekers didn't know where that place was. Somebody put them in there. And I am really wondering whether or not it's a wind up. But I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to add a little bit extra at the end. I'm going to try not to keep this too long. This is an 8-minute, but it's quite entertaining, I guess.
No, it looks like a very nice room that I'm paying for as a taxpayer. Every single one of these doors is housing asylum seekers. What country are you from? Eritrea? Eritrea. Yeah, it's a nice room, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, it's very nice. And you get it for free. Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
I'm waiting for house,
You're waiting for a house. You're waiting for a house. We won't come into your room, but can we just have a look through the door?
No, sorry, you can't.
No, it looks like a very nice room that I'm paying for as a taxpayer. Wow. This is absolutely outrageous. Every single one of these doors is housing asylum seekers. Every single last one. Paying for asylum seekers. Everyone who's watching this video, you're paying your taxes and you are paying for all of these asylum seekers. Hello, what country are you from?
No.
Country?
No.
Syria?
No.
Iran?
Iran.
Iran. Oh, are you paying for that room yourself?
I don't know.
Money? Yes. Are you paying for your room? No, you don't understand. Okay. You have a good night at my expense.
Thank you. Watching BT Sport.
Even takeaways. Unbelievable. Look at all these rooms. Every single one of these rooms. Like, we could just stop anywhere. Just stop here and just knock a few doors. Everyone we've seen in this hotel so far has been a migrant. Hello, sir. What country are you from? Eritrea? Eritrea. Look at this, look. What country are you from, sir? Eritrea. There you go, here's another one, look. What country are you from? Sudan. Sudan, Eritrea, and Eritrea. Are you paying for your room?
Yes.
What, you're paying for it yourself? I don't think you are. You claim asylum, and that means that, see us lot, we're all British taxpayers, yeah? So we're paying for your nice room there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice room, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very nice, and you get it for free.
Yes.
Yeah, free. You get it free. All right. And we got homeless veterans on the streets, thousands of them, and our government is putting people like you. It's unbelievable. Are you paying for your room? Do you pay for it every night? No, you get it for free, don't you? You get it for free, don't you? Absolutely unbelievable. You have a good night at my expense, sir.
Yes.
Okay then. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
This is quite a big hotel. And every single door that we've knocked on so far.
Oh, there's one. Where are you from? Hello.
Hello, sir. Where are you from? Eritrea. Do you speak English? Little. Are you paying for your room? Your room you're in. No, you get it for free. The government gives it to you for free. Very free, yeah? So why should I, as a taxpayer in Britain, have to pay for you?
Shut the door, guy.
When there's thousands of homeless veterans on the streets, why should I pay
He
for
doesn't
you?
understand one word what you're saying, mate.
You just go on. You have a good night at my expense, sir. Yeah, you enjoy your free hotel.
Don't take it out on
and all
him,
your free
love.
meals and everything
Take
else
it
is
out on the
free
government.
at my expense. I'm paying for you.
It's not his fault, is
Out of
it?
my pocket as a taxpayer, I'm paying for you. Okay?
Is it his fault? No.
This is unbelievable. And truly.
It is unbelievable because the hotel looks like quite a plush hotel.
We could keep knocking doors.
But I think they should have security in that place. It's very dangerous. I don't understand how there's no reception. There's no receptionist.
Oh, wow, look at this.
And I don't understand because if you're in the UK looking for a home, you get stuck in a little bed and breakfast with rats and goodness knows what else.
Where are you from? Eritrea? Sudan? No.
What's he got on his nose?
How you doing, gentlemen? This is absolutely I've never seen anything like this. Look, they're all fleeing up the stairs because they don't want to be filmed. Have you ever seen anything like this?
They're all fleeing as though they're bloody animals. I tell you, it's all in the language, isn't it?
This is truly
People
shocking.
like you, they're all fleeing. Look at that. Look at this. It's all in the language.
And look at this beautiful hotel. Look at it. This must cost a fortune. The entire hotel is filled with migrants.
It costs £74 a night. That's how much it costs.
So this is where they
2,100 and something per month.
Dinner paid for by the British taxpayer, our expense. We pay
But
for
that's
this,
per
gentlemen.
person. It's a lot of money.
By rights, we should be able to eat some of these delicious meals. We pay for it. This is unbelievable. This is.
Get them all the food and everything that they want.
Yep.
All the curries and rice, chicken.
Curries and rice. Look there.
Kurdish. You're from Kurdistan. What's that? Iraq, Turkey.
Kurdistan.
No.
What side?
Kurdish.
Oh, right, okay. So why are you here?
I don't know why here. I'm waiting for house, waiting for.
Waiting for everything.
Don't
You're
embarrass
waiting
him.
for a house.
He's waiting for a house.
The government is going to give you a house.
Yeah, waiting. I don't know English much, but
Yeah, so we've got thousands of homeless
I
veterans.
little bit speak English.
We've got thousands of homeless veterans on our streets in this country, and you're waiting for a house.
When they put him in a house, though, it's a bloody dump.
You're waiting for a house.
We've seen it on TV.
Unbelievable.
Maybe 3-4 months.
See how far we got here. It's
This is truly shocking.
nearly
I've never
finished.
seen anything like this in my life. The entire hotel. Sir, what country are you from?
Yeah, walk on,
No.
bloody cheek.
Gentlemen, there's no need to run off. There's no need to do that.
Oh, yes, there is.
We just want to talk.
You just want to insult. That's what you want to do. Taking it out on the wrong people.
They're all bolting. Right, we're only here to talk. Hello, sir.
Who put them in that hotel? That's what you need to ask yourself. Take it out on them.
Absolutely shocking.
This is bullying. It really is. Anyway, that Bromsgrove Hotel and Spa is in Birmingham. Costs £74 a night. Depending on, weekends, I think it goes up to £81. But even then, it still translates into over £2,000 a month per person. I've got such a curious mind. I'm wondering if it's a wind-up. I cannot imagine that the government will put asylum seekers in a hotel like that. unless they're legitimate asylum seekers with legitimate claims, and they really cannot put them into a detention centre. But why can't they put them into a detention centre? I guess it's because detention centres are for people they're going to deport. But I mean, you could put them in a less lavish hotel. So I'm beginning to wonder, I'm just putting my little cap on. I wonder if this is a wind up. So, like we've got people who are going around trying to cause controversy, trying to cause friction, trying to cause conflict. I wonder if they rounded up a few guys and said, look, we're going to put them in a hotel. None of them speak English. Say, look, you can stay here overnight. This is where you're going to stay overnight. And then we're going to turf you out in the morning. We're doing an experiment. The next thing you know, these guys come in with their cameras and goodness knows what else, filming it and making it look like they live there. We don't know, do we? It could be something like that, just to wind us up, get people agitated. It doesn't take much. When people are feeling fragile and people are feeling afraid and people are losing their homes and people on the dole, and you've got this lockdown, and then you've got coronavirus, and then you've got illness. It doesn't take much to see a lot of migrants where they didn't open up all the doors. You notice they reckon, well, I guess some of them could have been out, but I think there might have been about 6 or 7 doors that they actually opened. But my point is that they could have made it up. It could be a wind up. It could be a setup, because we do know there are people out there who are just trying to antagonize, and not everything we see is fact. Everything can be contrived these days. And there may be, that big hotel doesn't mean that there is an asylum seeker in every single room. Otherwise, why are they advertising on the internet that they have rooms available? So they can't be full up, can they? So I've just got a funny feeling it's something to set people off, get them angry. I'm a taxpayer. Is this where my taxpayer money is going to? And even if it is, take it out with the government. You've got no right going to that hotel, knocking on doors. Who the hell do you think you are? It just shows lack of respect. The language, even though they're trying to make it sound polite, is derogatory. When he said people like you, that's telling you how he actually feels. You see, and you get, look at them. Look at that. They're not even treating them, and look at them scooting up there or fleeing or whatever it is. But the language is disrespectful. And what it does is it's telling us how they feel inside. They're angry, they're resentful. But it's best to behave how you feel. You feel resentful. If that's a true scenario, then you would be angry. Especially if you're a working class person. They sound working class. Working class person probably just got, a council flat, or you might have a little house. It might be overcrowded. You might have lost your job. And then you hear about some people being put up in that hotel. And now if that hotel was in London, you wouldn't be able to afford it. But it's actually in Birmingham. So it's still, well, I mean, for what it looks like, it's quite cheap, £74 a night. It does look pretty plush with all those floors and stuff, but I just can't understand why the government would put asylum seekers in a hotel like that when they could put them in a B&B or a 2-star hotel, or even if they have a 1-star hotel. That would make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me that they're going to put them in that plush hotel. And if it doesn't make sense, it's not true as far as I'm concerned. But that's just my opinion. Maybe some of you know this to be the truth. I mean, we do know that there are families, families with 8 and 9 children, maybe even more, who've got these big, lush 8-bedroom homes that cost millions. So, but it isn't good when people are struggling, and to get a video like that to say, okay, this is what's happening with your money. And instead of, you getting that by way of benefits or whatever, you get the feeling that it's being paid to people who are seeking to stay in the country that's overcrowded, by all intents and purposes, and who are living a life of luxury as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we're talking about all the meals, they get 3 meals a day. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe it's a wind-up. I really do. I can't believe that. Anyway, I'd like your view on it. Like I said, there should be security. There's no privacy. They shouldn't be able to walk in like that. That's what makes me feel as though it's contrived. Makes me feel as though it's a big setup. Talking about homeless veterans. I mean, they're talking to those guys that don't even speak English, so the words are wasted on them. So obviously the words are for the camera. It's not for them, and it's not for us. It's for the camera, and for them to get a point across. I've got a funny feeling it is contrived. Probably something they've set up. But if it's not, what can we do about it? Take it out with the government. Don't take it out on individuals. And that is a problem. People take it out on individuals. A country, if that is a true situation, has allowed that to happen. The asylum seekers didn't come off the boat or whichever way they came from. They didn't come off the boat wherever they are and then find themselves to Bromsgrove and put them and checked into the hotel. They didn't do that, did they? Who told them that they could stay in that hotel? So don't take it out on them. Don't be cowards. Take it out on the government, the people who are allowing this to happen, the people who are using your taxpayers' money fraudulently and then complaining that we don't have any money. So I think they found some people on the street, thought they'd make a story, said, look to them, look, we're going to pay you a few quid, stay in this hotel, and we're going to do a film. And then they've all sit there. None of them can speak English. None of them can. The one talking about, oh, I want a house. I want a house. I'll tell you something. When they do get a house, you want to see what that house looks like. So don't get too concerned. Don't get too concerned by it. It could be a wind up. All right? Bye-bye.